Good morning. Welcome once again to Racing from Elizabeth Harbor in Georgetown, Great Exuma in the Bahamas. We are live downtown Georgetown for the 68th annual National Family Island Regatta. Reg Smith and
I believe I'm still Dwight Hart today, Reg.
what happened? Something happened last night?
Well, it's
Don't tell us, Dwight.
it's regatta time, and sometimes also referred to as regretta time.
Regatta time.
No regrets as yet, though. Beautiful day here, Georgetown. As always, the winds are up a bit, Reg. White caps on the water.
Yeah, quite a bit today.
Blowing quite nifty out there, I think.
White caps all over the harbor this morning.
Yep, 16, 17 knots currently. And projected to go up even further.
Yeah, it's going to build by late this afternoon up to near 20 knots.
Yeah.
Tomorrow it's looking like 22.
Yeah.
So it's continuously going. We're going to have clear skies, though.
Clear
skies, going to be able to come out.
Yeah.
And it's just going to blow or get a nor'easter.
Yeah. So that obviously has affected some of the race schedule. I'm not sure as yet it's going to happen in the C class. Still waiting confirmation from Commodore Dallas Knowles as to if and when they're going to start. I believe I see some action with some of the C-class boats making their way to the line.
I most believe in 70 knots they're going to sail C-class. May shorten the course. But the committee did something really, really interesting this morning, Dwight, and that is they could not sail the E-class out here in these conditions.
Right.
So normally when we train at the Exuma Sailing Club, we go up on the Big Crab Key. This evening we went all the way around in the bay. This morning we went all the way around in the bay and set a really nice course. Right. And we had a beautiful race this morning, a beautiful E-class race. I believe Carson has that programmed, and we're going to take a look at it in just a moment. But in the meantime, let's just go ahead.
Set the stage for the day.
Set the stage for the day. Yeah. Mm-hmm. If we can sail C-class, we're looking like 2 C-class today, I believe, and 1A. I believe that was the plan. Not sure we're still going to do that. We're waiting for Commodore to come back to us. But today is a totally different race course, Dwight. Wind has gone a little more east. You can see from the way these boats are tailing out here, that's a little more east. We've got white caps coming in from Stocking Island all the way across the harbor everywhere. That means like 2 to 3 foot out here. Later on, it'll get a little higher. And so this is going to be a tough course today, 18 knots. And
particularly in the C-class with so many
boats.
Sloops.
So many boats on the line.
I'm predicting that, particularly at that upwind marker, we're going to see quite a bit of action. And not necessarily good action because, to be able to handle these boats coming around a mark full speed, to tack and get back on course. Even in the lower wind conditions yesterday, we had a couple of collisions at the mark. And so, something you don't necessarily want to see, but it is what it is, and it's going to take everybody's best sailing skills and effort,
so there's the C-class going right there. Looking pretty good. The big problem here, I think, is going to be sinking. Yeah. Taking water over the bow.
Right. Yeah.
And keeping the boat afloat. Right. I think that's the big issue today for most of these boats. This one out here, I can't tell who that is, but looking really, really good. I mean, she's standing up strong, really moving.
Everybody out on Pride. Well, I think we've got the E-class race lined up, and we're going to just offer some commentary, Reg. I know you are on the water, so you would have seen it and be able to bring it to you. So this is a delayed broadcast of E-class. It's done, but we will certainly do our best to try to comment. I mean, it looks beautiful. Just look at that.
So here's the setting. This is Cottage Bay. The Cottage is one of our small villages just outside to the south of Georgetown. The buildings you see in the background would be February Point. If you've ever stayed at February Point, those are the buildings that you're looking at there. And we can't really jump into this race as it is because we did not follow through. But I can tell you that looking at this
number 12,
right
Lady
now,
Anne Marie.
That's Lady Anne Marie, and somewhere in here is Lady Kayla, and somewhere in here is Sugarloaf.
Sugarloaf, I believe, just tacking at the top of your screen, 110, the yellow boat.
Yep.
You can see them coming out. And Lady Kayla, number 17, I believe.
Should be right on top of
just
Sugarloaf.
sailing right behind her, yeah.
Lady Kayla was first to the windward mark. Went around easily.
And as you can see, Anne-Marie just cut both Sugarloaf and Lady Kayla, but certainly not in position.
Had to pull. She had. Is that Lady Kayla?
Lady Kayla, number 17, in second. Yeah. Papa, number 87, trailing. Anne-Marie now just tacking back to catch up. And Sugarloaf definitely now stretching out. And
so the mark is just here to our right in front of these boats. They have to make a tack back to starboard. It's a port rounding. And you can see the position of Kayla. Kayla, I think, did a lee bow on Sugarloaf here and got across Anne-Marie and got to the mark first. We should see that pretty soon. Some nifty sailing from Joss and his crew today.
Beautiful. Doesn't even look like it's blowing there in the cove. I mean, no white caps at all, just a little bit of ripple on the water.
Well, imagine right above these boats, to the right of these boats, is Big Crab Key, which is kind of high, one of the highest points here.
Of that wind.
So it blocked a lot of the wind, so we didn't have the waves, but I think even for the drone going up, we didn't have a lot of wind. So, yeah, it was a great surface. Great surface. Beautiful clear water. This is a bank. It's about 8 foot of water you're looking at here, 8, maybe 10 in some places. The course looked like was stretched out a bit from the point all the way down into the bay. So that's pretty much a half a mile leg that they did 2 laps of. And so you can see here, they're running off screen a little bit, but in a little while, I think we will get the mark. We will see the mark, Dwight. Okay. And you'll see that Lady Kayla makes that tack right in front of Sugarloaf. So we get Anne-Marie.
Red, you have the advantage because you would have been there. And seen
I went and saw it, and we didn't record. But
I'm going to ask you just to don't tell me yet what happened.
Okay.
I want to be.
You want to
see it as
you want to enjoy
live.
it like you were there.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And I believe we're gonna don't want to take too much of the prediction out of what happened. But Lady Kayla, number 17, on your screen, out of view. Right now, Sugarloaf, but I believe the drone is going to pick her up.
Below. She's below.
Yeah.
And ahead. Explaining the lee bow. Lee bow simply means that the approaching boat, once she believes that she cannot cross the boat in front of her, the tendency is to tack under lee, and so you're under lee and in front, and we saw it used yesterday several times out here.
Once again, we have been talking about this boat, Sugarloaf, brand new, first-time sailing boat built by Mark Knowles for the Eleuthera Sailing Club, and there she is coming into view now, just to the bottom left of your screen. And as you can see, she's coming back to attack, but Lady Kayla is going to go straight across her bow, and I believe you can now say that Lady Kayla has the lead. As they now make that starboard tack and making their way to the mark.
See the mark coming up now?
Just to the top right of your screen. And so Lady Kayla coming full speed ahead, and I think, Reg, this is what you were just telling us about. You were able to predict the future, and you have told us exactly.
It's easy when you saw it.
what has happened. And so there you have Lady Kayla, as Reg said, going to the mark.
She had to point up a little bit here, as you can see.
Sugarloaf coming across. Another boat there.
But
not
clear
sure
around.
Exactly which boat she came across. But Lady Kayla around in first place, followed very, very closely by Sugarloaf. Third place boat carrying sail number 7, Judgment Day. And then followed by Lady Anne-Marie, another brand new boat out of Long Island. She's already got herself, I think, 2 first places between the cup race and one of the series races yesterday. And then number 2, which is one of your Exuma Sailing Club boats, Reg.
That will be one Bahamas.
One Bahamas, sailed by Tanaj
Tenaz Manos.
And a couple more boats making their way around, including again another brand new boat built
So
by
this was
Mark
the top.
Knowles.
This was the first windward leg.
Independence coming across.
There's an interesting thing that happens in the second leg, and I want to leave that one for you for sure
Okay,
because
all right.
it's a boat you like.
Yeah, we appreciate that. And there goes Mako with young Everett Knowles around. And
Had some problems today again.
and then again another boat coming around. Didn't get the sail number on that one as yet. Oh, and we got a boat underwater, going down. Those guys pulled it back up. Good job there to save that boat. She was laying on her side just for a few seconds.
Yeah,
there,
she was close. Got her knocked down.
Yep. And there comes number 87, Papa, going across. And is that the Buzz, I believe, just in front of her?
The Buzz, yeah. The Buzz was got.
Buzz is getting the Buzz beat out of him right now, I can tell you that.
Yeah, he struggled today. So did Mako struggle a little bit.
And there's COVID-19. Lady L looking like she's got into a little mini collision with Empress.
So Carson did a great job here of
Yes, staying with the fleet.
getting us in the position.
Watching them
here.
all go around, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, a big, massive fleet of boats out there.
We got some stills of this fleet, and the sun was just right. The lighting here with the water, Dwight, was just perfect for filming.
Lady L coming around now, followed closely by, I believe, Miss Agnes. Bluebird struggling to get around. Baby
Really
Wave.
closely.
Yeah.
Bluebird sort of misstayed right at the mark. Came in a little too high and tried to get it too tight.
See, I like the way Baby Wave's got her name stretched across.
Yeah.
That way it's
Yeah,
easy
you
to
can see
pick
it,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah.
Bird Rock going around. Bluebird struggling to go around.
So at the top of the screen is you can see they're going back down towards Flamingo Bay.
Sweet Lemon, number 28, trying to get herself around.
It's a pretty large fleet. Pretty much all of the boats were there.
Having one boat seemingly misstaying, and just as
This looks like a collision, but it wasn't.
Empress. Well, it is a collision
It pulled.
because I believe we had a boom hooked in the mast.
I don't
Incidental
believe it.
contact, I guess you can call it.
Yeah.
But just look at the distance between first place and the back of the fleet. That's a big gap.
Oh yeah.
And there's the very interestingly colored baby Thunderbird.
With 3 ladies on board today. She had a bit of problems getting up to the mark. But on the second leg, there is an interesting change of positions.
All right,
And I want to see if you pick that up, Dwight.
Drone making its way down the fleet, right down the center of the gut of the fleet. We're going to pick up the lead boat as they make their way. I am assuming, Reg, they had a gate set up.
Yep.
Also.
Used once. I think it's only one boat. Sugarloaf used it on this lap. I think she took the gate, took the porch tack out of the gate.
Well, they're at the gate now, and you can see Lady Kayla has gone. And as Reg, you are really good at predicting these things because
Sorry?
I said you're good at predicting because Sugarloaf is definitely going on the port. I mean, you know, we have a lottery coming up on Sunday. You think you can
well, you got to
go to the future, get those numbers?
You have to get me on the Sunday. You get me on the Sunday, I'll remember. And if you could do that, Dwight, I want a piece of the action.
We'll all be sitting happy, Reg. Wow, amazing. And here we go. Good action here as the boats make their way. I think that's Man of War going around, I believe. Not sure. Number 24.
So there's
Baintown
Baintown
Woman, I think,
okay,
just going around.
that's the boat I was talking
Number
about.
50,
This is the boat that you
Independence
like.
now going around. As they all come, here's Emmett, Mako coming to the line, going around. Number
So I don't know if
87, Papa going around.
I don't know if he's shown it here, but Baintown Woman is going to position herself here. She had the longest stub attack of anybody this morning, and wait till you see the results.
Captain Peg.
February Point in the background there, folks.
Yep.
And that is right where that big building is where Van Kampenhalen built the first second home on Exuma back in the 50s. Unfortunately, it's been torn down.
All right, there you can see.
And now you're looking out towards Stocking Island at the top, the roll key to your left, just coming in there.
All right, so we're going to get down to the upwind mark and pick up footage as the boats go around the upwind marker once again, Reg.
Okay.
And
so
here they come
go ahead and call it. Look.
to the mark. And so on your top right, I believe, is Captain Lauren. Sorry, I keep saying Captain Lauren. Lady Anne Marie, I believe. And then on your lower left, Lady Kayla. As they're making their way to the mark, I believe we should see.
Keep an eye on that boat up there.
Kayla really starting to open up. Josh Knowles just starting to stretch his lead a little bit. In the far distance, I believe, top left of your screen, that would be Sugarloaf, struggling to catch up. And Lady Kayla now just making an attack to the mark. And Reg is Baintown Woman, like you said, sailed herself right back into the race. Number 24. Josh Knowles and Lady Kayla just going right around her. And they're making their way to the mark. Going around, Reg.
Yep.
Number 17.
Kayla's around.
Lady Kayla around. Number 24, Baintown Woman, has moved into second place.
In front of Sugarloaf.
In front of Sugarloaf. Absolutely.
That was that.
You did predict that,
yeah.
so you're right on.
Actually, I didn't predict it. I relayed it.
You knew it.
I don't want anybody calling me asking for predictions on that stuff.
And so
here comes Sugarloaf.
Sugarloaf, full speed around.
And Anne-Marie is right behind her.
Anne-Marie right on her tail. And they're really doing well to sail. Young Crystal. And Reg, I believe it looks like C-Class.
Yeah, we might want to,
set.
and that's pretty much the way they finished.
Yeah.
I think we need to start getting ready
yeah,
for
we're probably about half an hour, I would say,
C-Class.
away from C-Class getting
Yeah.
started. But
We
some of
just-
the boats definitely getting on the line. I can see right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about a third of the fleet.
And I don't think you will see some boats today. I don't think we'll
if
see a
your
full fleet
equipment
today.
is not right, today is not a good day to come out with faulty or, not solid equipment. Going around now, number 87, Papa, followed by Mako
It's Judgment
trying
Day
to
right there.
maneuver. Judgment Day getting in the way.
stalled there.
Mako. And that's
I think there's
the
Mako and Buzzy.
And the Buzz.
Second collision with those two boats.
Buzzy pumping that tiller. Trying to get out of the way. But there. And there's Emmett doing his thing, just yucking at that tiller, trying to get some action, forward speed on that boat. But he's caught himself in a little bit of dead air. Judgment Day, almost identical. While they're huffing and puffing, trying to get out of there, Independence goes around, so does Captain Peg. Mako finally underway, Judgment Day finally underway. They're both going to attack simultaneously. And hopefully they both catch some wind and sail away from each other. Mako certainly getting a little bit of wind, and she's out of there.
This was a spectacular view of a race.
Yes, absolutely.
Because it was so bunched in,
Yep.
with all the sails together and
Yep.
the sun really hitting it.
Yep.
It was just a spectacular, to be on site and to actually see it was impressive. Very impressive.
There's your one Bahamas and Tanaj, a female crew. One of your Exuma Sailing Club members, Reg.
Yep. One of two ladies in the club that actually get on sails with the guys. So they go down to the gate again, come back up and finish in the middle of the field.
Now this boat that's down at the gate now is not in first place. I believe that's Baby Thunderbird just making her way through the gate while Lady Kayla is coming.
She's about to be lapped.
Yes. Almost completely lapped at this point. But Reg, I'm happy to report that it looks like we're definitely going to get a C-class race.
Oh, we're definitely going to get it
today.
in. Yeah.
And if we get C, I'm sure we'll be able to get a B and A.
Oh yeah.
A little bit later.
This is rumble time for the big boys.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm predicting that today is going to be an all Exuma day. What do you? I mean, did you go that far to the future today?
No, I didn't get that far.
Okay.
I did not get that far.
So we can't say for sure what's going to happen in C.
But now I can predict. I think you're going to pretty much see the boats do what they do. What's going to happen out here today? If you make a mistake today, you're going to pay for it.
I'm going to go on a limb and predict that an Exuma boat is going to get a C-class gun today.
Okay.
I'm also going to predict that an Exuma boat is going to get an A-class gun.
Okay. Now, is that a prediction or a wish?
A wish.
Okay.
More like a wish.
Well,
more like a hope.
A wished prediction.
Yes.
There we go.
Wish prediction.
Yeah.
And so we're going to sprinkle some salt in the air and hope that we get some good luck out of that. I would love to go to a graveyard right now and get some graveyard dirt to throw out here in the wind and see where it blows.
Dwight, I hate to tell you, it's 2024, not 1957.
Obey doesn't work anymore.
1957. That used to be an integral part of racing when we first started. You know, the boats would come early. Get to the graveyard first.
Yeah. Good view there of Sugarloaf going around the gate, followed by Lady Anne Marie, and they're all chasing Lady Kayla and Baintown Girl at this point. And those boats are headed up to the finish, and Lady
pretty
Kayla
much a foot race there.
sailing away. And we're finally seeing Lady Kayla lead the pack, but she was a boat, Reg, that we anticipated that would have probably done
we expected
better.
her to be better. She had the top skipper.
Yes.
In the country,
and
she's a top boat and has been a top boat
Yes.
before we got her when Buzzy launched it.
Yes,
she was always a top boat.
Yes.
So to somehow Josh didn't quite get it together, but today he certainly did, and she ran away. She ran away. So we're coming up to the finish here of the E-class race this morning. This would have been the third and final E-class race. So we're done with that class for this year.
Right, so they actually got a full 4 races in, including the Cup race.
Yes, sir.
Yep. So it
we
was
did.
a smart move, I think, yesterday for Dallas to go back to back with the get out of the way. We've just been informed, so for all those C-class sailors who may not yet know or have been listening, and for the fans out there, that the finish today is going to be on the upwind leg. And so they're going to sail upwind to the finish line today. Reg, I'm not sure exactly what that means relative to
Well,
the
if you
course.
look out here, I think they're dropping the leeward mark now. Or is that 2 boats down there? Is that a yellow mark out there?
I think that's the gate they're probably setting up.
Putting the gate down there.
Yeah.
And so they're going to finish here. So they'll go back down and then back up to us. Yeah.
All right. And as we bring this E-class race to a climax, we can see Lady Kayla bouncing her way to the finish. And Baintown Girl.
I think Baintown's going to get caught here.
Baintown just having to tack back to get back in the line to finish, but Lady Kayla is coming full speed and is going to cut her by quite a bit and probably power straight through to the finish line. Is
And
my prediction. And so we'll stay with this E-class, I guess, right to the end of at least the first couple of boats going through.
A couple of boats here.
Yep.
First 3 boats.
By then, that should give us enough time to get set for the upcoming second series points race in C-class. It may end up being the 3rd race for points overall if they're not able to get another C-class race in. Not sure whether Dallas is looking to do a back-to-back on C-class today.
I think that was the thinking yesterday, but of course a lot of things have changed this morning.
Yeah. May not want to go that route to ensure that he gets a B and A in.
Well, if it doesn't build up any more than this at the end of this race, it's more likely not we'll go for that second race. But if it continues to increase as it is supposed to do, then I guess he'll make that call then. We'll hear from him.
Yeah.
We have a new Commodore this year for the first time, Dallas Knowles. We haven't talked a lot about him. We've had so much to cover, but at some point we're just going to do that. We're just going to do that. So we're just getting some instructions here from our director. Dwight, we should be right at about the finish mark for this.
Mm-hmm. Lady Kayla, on your screens coming at you. Joss Knowles, exuma, trying to be the first boat at this regatta from exuma to get a gun. And so he will have that distinction and well-earned one.
I just want to say that these pictures that you're seeing, Carson was shooting from the deck of a 26-foot boat, moving around. That boat was trying to film as well, and then he was up on the after deck trying to catch a drone in this high wind. And so that was kind of a nimble act to get you these pictures. He really did gymnastics.
Yeah. Well, there's the gun. I saw a little bit of smoke just now. Lady Kayla going through, and it looks like it's going to be Baintown Girl powering through in 2nd place. Those guys are really doing the best they can to hold her up. And then in 3rd place, coming through, it's going to be Sugarloaf, the newly built Mark Knowles creation, sailing out of Eleuthera.
Okay.
And those are your top 3 at this point. 4th place coming through is going to be Lady Anne Marie.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick break here. That concludes the E-Class
E-Class.
racing.
Yep.
And I think just unofficially, Dwight, it looks like Sugarloaf is probably going to be the champion in that race. So we're going to take a break here and be back for the C-Class.
All right, and just for all of those who had been eagerly awaiting, anticipating the Ministers' Cup race or the Ministers' race.
Yeah. Don't think we're going to see that.
That race has been cancelled, and I believe it's for the better.
Yeah, I don't
of
think
those
we're going to
ministers.
see that.
We may be missing a few ministers. And when I say ministers, we're talking
We're
government ministers.
talking political
Yes.
ministers.
Yes.
We're not talking
not religious ministers.
Clerical ministers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that race has been cancelled, and obviously for good reason. It's blowing a bit nifty out
Well,
here.
it gives the ministers a chance to call up one another. I can just hear them now. Boy,
Yeah.
you lucky.
Yeah,
Boy,
right.
you
Yeah,
lucky.
absolutely.
You're
Absolutely.
lucky that wind came up
Yes.
because I was.
Absolutely.
I would love to hear that
Yes,
conversation.
sir. I totally agree with that.
So we've got a C-Class line
Coming up.
all lined up. We'll take a break
Take
and
a
we'll
short
be
break.
back.
Yep, and get back to get you that race live. So stay tuned, all those of you who are watching from home and on the app, on YouTube, and so forth. We will be back in a couple of minutes with that race live.
Okay, what's tacking?